नित्यनारायण 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 भजो रे। हरिनारायण हरिनारायण भजो रे। नित्यनारायण नित्यनारायण भजो रे
Nithyanandam, welcome to all the Paramashivoham participants. Let's all settle down on our yoga mats. Nithyanandam, KAILASA Salem, please turn on your camera. KAILASA LA, please turn on your camera. We have to start now. It's already time. Yes, Nithyanandam, KAILASA LA, KAILASA Malaysia male team. Let's now sit down in a comfortable position. Sit with your head, neck and spine in a straight line. Close your eyes.
दक्षिणे पार्श्वे शकाब्धे अस्मिन् वर्तमाने व्यवहारिके प्रभवादीनां षष्ट्याः संवत्सराणां मध्ये विश्वावसुनाम संवत्सरे उत्तरायणे लक्ष्मीवेङ्कटेश्वर ऋतु मेषमासे शुक्लपक्षे चतुर्थ्यां शुभतिथौ बुधवासरयुक्तायां मृगशीर्षा नक्षत्र अतिगंड योग वनिजकरण एवं गुण विशेषण विशिष्टायाम् अस्यां शुभतिथौ श्री कैलासोन्नत द्वादशान्त श्यामलापीठारूढ़ श्री मीनाक्षी सुंदरेश्वराभिन्न स्वरूप परशिवपुत्र रत्नकुमार गुरुमन्यतुल्यावतार श्री पार्वती स्तन्यपानलब्ध दिव्य ज्ञान विश्रुत सकल निगमागमसारभूत द्राविड वेद प्रवक्तृ श्रीमत् परमशिव करुणा समधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान गीयमान छत्र चामर श्रीचिह्न काहलादि समस्त बिरदावल्यलंकृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संघ सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्ययापवर्ग वर्ष विश्राणजीमूत परमत कलभ केसरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्री राजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु क्षपण शाक्यादि महांधकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणानर्हार्ह ध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्री ऋषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्तृ सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामिनां अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ तृणवद्युत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान अरुणगिरि योगीश्वर परंपरागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रचित कैलास परंपरागत आदि कैलास नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्त्र साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परंपरागत वैवस्वतमनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चंद्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचंद्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ती परंपरागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंडित चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ पीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य मूर्ताभिषिक्त चूड़ामणि साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणि पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्रतम अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्ग पुरस्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ जगद्गुरु श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत् परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठा श्रीमज्जगद्गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिनां प्रीत्यर्थं तेषां पादारविन्दयोः भक्ति सिद्ध्यर्थं गुरुकृपा कटाक्ष सिद्ध्यर्थं क्षेमस्थैर्य वीर्य विजय आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्याणाम् अभिवृद्ध्यर्थं धर्मार्थ काम मोक्ष चतुर्विध फल पुरुषार्थ सिद्ध्यर्थं समस्त दुरितोपशान्त्यर्थं समस्त मंगल अवाप्त्यर्थं भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव प्रसादेन सकुटुम्बस्य ज्ञान वैराग्य जीवन मुक्ति प्राप्त्यर्थं पूर्ण आरोग्य युक्त दृढ़गात्र यौगिक शरीर सिद्ध्यर्थं परमशिव शक्ति आविष्करणार्थं नित्यानंद योगाभ्यासं करिष्ये. Please wash your hand with an uddani of water. Om apa upasprisya.
Let's now put our Panchapatram and Udranis to the side, and let's begin with the skeleton dance. Please stand up on your mats. Stand up on your mats and visualize yourself as a skeleton, completely without any muscles, without any flesh, just bones. And slowly start moving your limbs. Start shaking your hands, your elbows, your knees, your legs. Start shaking all of the bones of your body. Shake intensely. Let's begin.
வணங்கி
Slowly relax. Breathe in deeply. Breathe in and breathe out. Visualize you breathing all the way from your knees. Breathe in and breathe out as deep as possible. Focus on your breathing. Okay, now you can open your eyes and let's all settle down. Okay, let's get started with today's asanas. The first asana today, as part of the Tritiya Vinyasa Krama, today is the last day, so we are going to finish the Tritiya Vinyasa Krama. So the first asana is Baddha Konasana. So settle down and bring the soles of your feet together in front of you. Interlace the fingers around your toes in the Parashva Mudra. Perform the Parashva Mudra with your hands. Parashva Mudra is interlocking your fingers. Interlock your fingers and place it around your toes. Keep your elbows straight and keep your knees wide. Make sure that your knees are touching the ground. So as much as possible, you can flap your knees and try to loosen up your thighs. And slowly try to make your knees touch the floor. Okay, so in this asana, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and you're going to perform the Shanta Kumbhaka. The Shanta Kumbhaka is inhale and hold your breath. Visualize the Vayu's presence inside and outside of the body and then exhale. This is the Shanta Kumbhaka. Perform the Mula Bandha. Mula Bandha is contracting your perineum and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Padmam Brahmam Stata Saidham Sastikam Vajramasanam Baddhakonam Bhadrapitham Mulabandham Tathaivacha.
Okay, now relax. Let's go to the next asana. The next asana is Bhadrasana 4. So in this asana, again, you're going to sit and bring your heels to the perineum. And first place your right hand on top of your heels. And place your left hand on top of your right hand. Place your right hand on top of your heels Then place your left hand on top of your right hand. Gaze to the nose. In this asana, visualize yourself as Bhagavan Veerabhadra. Visualize yourself as Bhagavan Veerabhadra. Bhagavan Veerabhadra is one of the ferocious forms of Bhagavan Paramashiva, who came out of Paramashiva's own jata. So visualize yourself as Bhagavan Veerabhadra. Perform the Shanta Kumbhaka. Shanta Kumbhaka again is inhale, hold your breath for a few seconds, visualizing the Vayu, which is inside and outside is one and the same, and then exhale. Perform the Mula Bandha. And the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
वृषणनीनी चे सीवनी नाडाबा भागमाडाबा पगनी एडी पगने उलटा विने राखवी.
The next asana, now relax. The next asana is Yonyasana. So in this asana, from Bhadrasana, you're going to now slowly turn your feet and place your toes on the ground and bring your heels up to the air. So you're going to twist your ankles. You're going to twist your ankles and try to bring your heels up. Yes, Kailasa Selam, Shwetama, good. Kailasa LA, Kalyana Sundaramaya, good. Keep trying. Try to twist it as much as possible. You can even do it one leg at a time. First, take your right leg and twist it and become comfortable. And then take your left leg. Yes, Ma Govinda Rupini, Kailasa, Malaysia. Good. Keep trying, Ma. Try to twist your ankle as how much ever is possible. It is only that you need to get used to it. You need to get used to twisting your ankle in that direction and slowly twist as much as possible. So in this asana, visualize the Yoni Mandala. Visualize the Yoni Mandala, the symbol of the creative energy of the universe. Perform the Shanta Kumbhaka, that is inhale, hold your breath and visualize the Vayu inside and outside one and the same. And exhale. Perform the Mula Bandha, contracting your perineum. And the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
पादौ सम्मील्य पादाग्रे आधारे पार्श्वलिङ्गादतः आनीय पादतलयो संविशेत् योन्यासनं भवति.
Okay, the next is Gorakshasana Bhadrasana. So now come to Bhadrasana, which is placing your soles of the feet together. And now you're going to sit on your feet. Try to come forward, push your body forward and sit on your feet. So that your feet are under the perineum. First, begin with Bhadrasana. So that is putting the soles of your feet together. And once you are comfortable in Bhadrasana, slowly try to push your body forward and try to sit on your feet. Yes, come on, try. KAILASA, Malaysia, male team, good. Try to push your body as much as possible and try to open up your thighs, especially in Bhadrasana. Try to make sure that your thighs are open as much as possible. So first, work on making your knees to touch the ground. Make sure that your knees are touching the ground, so your whole legs are on the ground. And then when you have the support of your legs on the ground, then slowly come closer and closer. Push your body closer so you can sit on your heels. You can sit on your feet. And in this asana, we are going to perform all the three bandhas, the Mahamudra Bandha. So first is the Jalandhara Bandha. Jalandhara Bandha is putting the chin to the chest. Place your chin to the chest, which is Jalandhara Bandha. Second is Uddiyana Bandha. Uddiyana Bandha is pulling your stomach in and up. Second is Uddiyana Bandha. Pull your stomach in and up. You can even place your hand on your stomach so you know that you are pulling your stomach in and up, and you can feel the hollow under your rib cage. The third is the Mula Bandha, contracting your perineum. So perform all these three bandhas at once. This is the Jalan, this is the Mahamudra Bandha. And perform the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
వృషణని నీచే సీవని నా డాబా భాగమాడావా పగని ఏడి పగనే ఉలటా వినే రాఖవి ఆనే సీవని నా జమనా భాగమా జమనా పగని ఏడి.
The next asana, now relax. The next asana is Kama Dahanasana. So in this asana, you're going to kneel down and bring your heels to the perineum. Come to a kneeling position and bring your heels to the perineum. Now interlace your fingers and hold the feet firmly. So you would hold your feet behind you. Interlace your fingers and hold your feet firmly. And slowly move your knees apart as wide as possible. Spread your knees as wide as possible. And reach behind with your hands and interlace your fingers together. And then hold your feet with the interlaced fingers. Yes, Kailasa, Salem, good. Kailasa, LA, Kalyana Sundaramaya. Aya. Nithyanandam, sorry for the technical glitch. Yes, so keep your hands, interlace your fingers and hold your feet firmly. Visualize Swamiji burning all your patterns with Swamiji's love. Perform the Shanta Kumbhaka. Shanta Kumbhaka is inhale. Hold your breath for as long as possible. Feel the prana which is in and out of your body is one and the same. And then exhale. Perform the Mula Bandha, contracting your perineum, and the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
भद्रासनं सुखं स्थाप्य विपरीते तु द्वे पदे अनेन यदि कुर्याचैतत्कामदहनं भवेत्.
Okay, now relax and we can come back to a seated position. The next asana is Supta Baddha Konasana. So in this asana, you're going to sit and bring your feet inwards towards the navel. First, come to Bhadrasana. Keep the soles of your feet together. Bring the soles of your feet together. And now try to bring your feet all the way inside to touch your navel. Bring your feet together in Bhadrasana and slowly try to pull your feet as close as possible to your stomach. Pull your feet as close as possible to your stomach and press your feet against the stomach. Press your feet against the stomach and try to bring your elbows together, touching your feet, and hold your hands behind your neck. Bring your feet to your navel center and then hold your feet with your elbows and bring your hand behind your neck. In this asana, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and try to hold, even if you're not able to bring your legs all the way to your stomach, try to bring it as much as possible, as close as possible, and hold your hands around your neck. And in this asana, perform the Shanta Kumbhaka. Inhale, hold your breath for as long as possible. Visualize the prana inside and outside of your body. Perform the Mula Bandha, contracting your perineum, and the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
ध्यायेद्धिजित्पदं भ्रान्तमासनस्थसुखाय च यदि सर्वाङ्गमुत्तोल्य गगनेखेचरासनं महाभेकासनं प्रोक्तं सर्वसिद्धिप्रदायकं महाविद्यामहामन्त्रं प्राप्नोति जपति यः.
The next asana is Bhagasana 2. So in this asana, bring the soles of your feet together. Again, try to touch your toes to the navel. So first come to Bhadrasana. Bring the soles of your feet together close to the perineum. And then try to put your toes inwards. Try to bring your toes inwards and touch your stomach. Bring your feet as close as possible. Feel the stretch in your inner thighs. Feel the stretch in your thighs, your hamstrings. But continue to remain. Don't leave the asana. Continue to remain in the asana. Yes, Kailasa, Malaysia, Kailasa, Salem, we are fixing the camera. Okay, so now take your feet in your hands and your soles together and try to bring your feet towards your stomach as close as possible. Stretch, nicely stretch your thighs and bring your feet as close as possible. Even if you're not able to touch your feet to your stomach, slowly start bringing it closer and closer. Feel the stretch in your thighs and continue to breathe. Continue to breathe and do not leave the asana. And in this asana, visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Perform the Sahaja Kumbhaka. The Sahaja Kumbhaka is inhale and exhale comfortably. Perform the Mula Bandha, contracting the perineum. And the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
पग उल्टा मोड़ी बैसे पगा का माहिला गुल फकूला पाशता लगावे.
Now relax. Continue to be in the same asana. The next is the Siddhi Jivi asana. So in this asana, continue to touch your navel with your toes. So bring the soles together at the perineum and raise the toes upwards. Raise your toes upwards. try to put your heels on the ground. In this asana, try to put your heels on the ground. Do not raise your heels above the ground. Only raise your toes. Raise your toes and try to touch your toes to the navel center. And in this asana, we are going to perform the Uddiyana Bandha. The Uddiyana Bandha is pulling your stomach in and up. So you will be creating a hollow under your ribs by pulling your stomach in and up. So you can even place your hands on your stomach and feel your stomach going inside. Pull your stomach in as much as possible. Visualize yourself as living the life of a perfected yogi.
पगा को सोजो जाई.
Now continue to be in the same asana. The next asana is Panipatrasana. So in this asana, you're going to bring the outsides of your feet together. So from Bhadrasana, bring the soles of your feet together in front of your perineum. And now press the soles of your feet again towards the navel. This time you can lift your heels. Your heels don't have to be touching the ground. You can lift your feet and bring your palms together in the Namaskara Mudra in front of your heart center. Hold your feet and bring your hands together in the Namaskara Mudra. Visualize yourself as a source of water. Perform the Shanta Kumbhaka, that is inhale, hold your breath and exhale. And perform the Mula Bandha, contracting your perineum, and the Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
नाभौ संस्थाप्य गुल्फौ च तन्मध्ये करपात्रतां शनैर्यत्नेन कुर्वीत पाणिपात्रं तदुच्यते.
Now relax. The next asana is Saptarishi Asana. So in this asana, you're going to come to a seated position and now bring your respective feet under your respective armpits. So bring your right leg under your right shoulder and your left leg under your left shoulder. So you can do one by one. First, start with your right leg and try to tuck your right leg under your right armpit. And then once you're comfortable, then take your left leg and place it under your left shoulder. Once you place your feet under your armpit, then you can place your hands on the head and gaze to the nose. This is the Saptarishi Asana. So let's all try this together. First, take your right leg. Take your right leg and bring it to your heart center. Take your right leg and bring it to your heart center. And now slowly start moving your feet away from you. Move your feet as much as possible away from you. Try to put it under your armpits. Try to put it under your elbows first. Try to bring your feet under your elbows, under your triceps, your upper arm, and loosen your thigh muscles. Loosen your thigh muscles as much as possible. And then try with your left leg. Once you have tried with your right leg, then try with your left leg. Try to put your feet as much as possible under your arms. Okay, so in this asana, visualize yourself as one of the 7 Saptarishis. Perform the Shanta Kumbhaka. Inhale and inhale, hold your breath and exhale comfortably. Perform the Mula Bandha, contracting your perineum, and the Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
दोबू पग की पगथली तिनकी लई कज सोया
Okay, the next asana is Sukti Asana. So first, come to a kneeling position. Stand on your knees and bring your legs forward. So first, let's bring our left leg. Bring your left leg to your left thigh. Come to a kneeling position and place your left leg on your right thigh. And then you're going to bring your right leg also forward and bring your right leg over your left thigh. So literally putting Padmasana. Stand on your knees and put Padmasana with your legs. this asana, visualize yourself as a pearl. Perform the Shanta Kumbhaka. Yes, Kailasa Salem, good. Kailasa LA, good. Kailasa Malaysia, good. Perform the Moola Bandha and the Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
पाशिनाभौ संस्थाप्य जङ्घा बहिः प्रदेशेन सम्मीलयेत् शुक्यासनं भवति।
Okay, now relax. You can come back to a seated position. So now begin with placing your feet in Padmasana. The next asana is Sthitarasana. So first place your feet in Padmasana. Bring your right foot on your left thigh and your left foot on top of your right foot on your right thigh. Sit in Padmasana. Sit and be in the space of oneness. Perform the Shanta Kumbhaka. That is, inhale, hold your breath for as long as possible. While holding your breath, visualize the air inside you and outside you is one and the same. And then exhale. Perform the Moola Bandha, contracting your perineum, and the Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
जमनो पगने फनडाबा पगने आग नीचे राखिने।
Now continue to remain in Padmasana. The next asana is Ambujasana. So in this asana, you're going to place your legs in Padmasana and place your palms on the respective knees. Now, inhale. Visualize yourself born from a lotus flower. And you're going to perform the Uddiyana Bandha. The Uddiyana Bandha is pulling your stomach in and up. And when you are performing the Uddiyana Bandha, visualize that you are raising the Apana Vayu, that is the prana which is there in your body when you hold your breath. So inhale, perform the Uddiyana Bandha, pull your stomach in and up, and when you pull your stomach in and up, visualize you retaining the prana, the life energy inside of you, and gaze to the third eye. And then release the Uddiyana Bandha. Exhale completely and pull your stomach in and up. When you pull your stomach in and up, visualize you retaining the prana, the life energy inside of you. Gaze to the third eye and then relax. Perform the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
अपानमुत्थाप्य शनैः स्वशक्तितः प्राणं समाकृष्य च कुम्भकं चरेत् धृत्वा यथाशक्त्यनुचर चरयेच्छनै वायुं गदग्नं स्मृतमम्बुजासनम्.
The next asana is Kamalasana. So in this asana, continue to remain in Padmasana. Place your hands on the respective knees. In this asana also, we are going to be performing the Uddiyana Bandha. So pull your stomach in and up. Exhale completely. Pull your stomach in and up. In the Uddiyana Bandha for as long as possible. And then you can release. Perform the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
तत्र कौलासनं कृत्वा अथवा कमलासनं महाविद्यामहामन्त्रं जप्त्वा लिङ्गमवाप्नुयात्.
The next asana is Uttamasana. So in this asana, sit in Padmasana again. And now you're going to lower your head all the way to the ground. Sit in Padmasana and slowly lower your whole body down to the ground. So place your head on the ground and keep your hands extended in front of you. Extend your hands above your head and gaze to the nose. In this asana, visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Perform the Mula Bandha, contracting your perineum and the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
स्थित्वैतदासने मन्त्री अधशीर्षं करोति चेत् उत्तमाङ्गासनं ज्ञेयं योगीनामतिदुर्लभम्. एतदासनमात्रेण शरीरं शीतलं भवेत्. पुनः पुनः प्रसादेन चैतन्यकुण्डली भवेत्.
Now relax. You can now come up. The next asana is Padmasana 5. So in this asana, sit with your legs crossed in Padmasana. And now bring your hands together and interlace your fingers. Bring your hands together and interlace your fingers and keep your fingers on top of your head. And in this asana, now look at your right shoulder and look at your left shoulder. Keep switching your gaze from your right shoulder to your left shoulder. In this asana, visualize Bhagavan Paramashiva blessing you. And again in this asana also, form the Uddiyana Bandha. Uddiyana Bandha is pulling your stomach in and up. Pull your stomach in and up while you're doing the asana. And perform the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
उपविश्यासने सम्यक् बाहू कृत्वार्धकुञ्चितौ कक्षव्योम्नि मनः कुर्वन् सममायाति तल्लयात्.
Now relax, you can bring your hands down. The next asana is Kulyasana. So in this asana, you're going to sit again in Padmasana. Continue to remain in Padmasana. You can maybe stretch your legs and loosen out your ankles. Okay, let's come back to Padmasana. So the next asana is Kulyasana. So in this asana, you're going to sit in Padmasana and then place your right hand on your forehead and place your left hand behind your neck. Gaze to the third eye. Visualize a river of conscious energy flowing into you through your Sahasrara chakra. That is the crown center. Visualize the energy flowing into your Sahasrara chakra, your crown center. Perform the Mula Bandha and the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
अथ कुल्यासनं वक्ष्ये यत्कृत्वा कौलिको भवेत् एकहस्तं मस्तकस्थोऽधशीर्षभिन्नगेकरम्.
Now relax. The next asana is Divyasana. So continue to remain in Padmasana. Now wrap your right hand around your back and hold your left elbow and place your left hand on your stomach. Sit with your legs in Padmasana. Take your right hand back behind you and hold on to your left elbow. And place your left hand on your stomach. Now lean forward all the way down and touch your nose to the ground. Lean forward all the way down, touch your nose to the ground. Visualize all of the gods and goddesses blessing you. Perform the Mula Bandha, contract your perineum, and the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
अथ दिव्यासनं वक्ष्ये पृष्ठं हस्तेन बन्धयेत् एकहस्तमध्यदेशं भूमिहस्तं च नासयाम्. They're supposed to be looking.
Now we are going to repeat the Padmasana 5. So continue to remain in Padmasana and interlace your fingers and place your hands on top of your head. And now again look at your right shoulder and your left shoulder. While performing this asana, pull your stomach in and up in Uddiyana Bandha.
उपविश्यासने सम्यक् बाहू कृत्वार्धकुञ्चितौ कक्षव्योम्नि मनः कुर्वन् सममायाति तल्लयात्.
Now relax. The next is the Kulyasana. So continue to remain in Padmasana. Now, last time we placed our right hand on our forehead. This time place your left hand on your forehead and your right hand behind your neck. Feel the conscious energy flowing in your whole body through your Sahasrara, the crown center, on top of your head. Perform the Mula Bandha. And the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
अथ कुल्यासनं वक्ष्ये यत्कृत्वा कौलिको भवेत् एकहस्तं मस्तकोऽधशीर्षभिन्नगेकरम्.
Now relax. The next asana is Divyasana. So in Divyasana, now we are going to do it on the other side also. So take your left hand this time and bring it all the way behind your back and hold on to your right elbow. Take your left hand, put it all the way behind your back and hold on to your right elbow. And now take your right hand and place it on your stomach. Now slowly bend all the way down, lean forward and touch your nose to the ground. This is the Divyasana. Visualize all of the gods and goddesses blessing you.
दिव्यासनं वक्ष्ये पृष्ठं हस्तेन बन्धयेत् एकहस्तमध्यदेशं भूमिहस्तं च नासया.
The next asana is Pavanasana. So in this asana, sit again in Padmasana and place both your hands on top of the navel and raise your head upwards. Look at the sky. Place your hands in the Parashamudra, interlace your fingers and place it on your stomach and raise your head upwards looking towards the sky. Visualize your body becoming completely purified.
अथान्यदासनं वक्ष्ये साधकानां हिताय वै पवनासनरूपो खेचरो योगिराट् भवेत्.
The next asana is Asana. So in this asana, continue to sit in Padmasana. And now you're going to put your hands inside of your legs. Put your hands all the way inside of your legs. And you're going to bend your elbows and hold the back of your neck. Place your hands inside of the Padmasana. If you want, you can even uncross from Padmasana and first put your hands inside. So put your left hand inside and then take your left leg and put it on top of your right thigh, and then put your right hand inside and put your right leg on top of your left thigh. Bend your elbows and place your hands behind your neck and tuck your chin to the chest in Jalandhara Bandha. Tuck your chin to the chest. Visualize yourself as a bat. And in this asana, perform the Ujjayi Pranayama. So inhale through your mouth. Inhale through the mouth. Hold your breath for as long as possible and then exhale. And perform the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
अथ भूरिभुक्तस्य पाचनं सद्यो जरामशूलादो वल्गुल्यासनं स्थित्वा समं सरसिजे कृत्वा
The next asana is Parasharamasana. So in this asana, sit with your legs in Padmasana and again bring your hands in between your legs. And bend your elbows and hold the back of your neck. In this asana, you will be performing the Uddiyana Bandha. So pull your stomach in and up. Visualize Bhagavan Rama in your inner space and perform the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
प्रथम करे पद्मासन आछे सूधो सोवे भूपरि पाछे गोड़ा अरुजंघा ये दोवु भूसो लगता राशे सोई दोवु हाथ मस्तक दिस धरे आवा भूसो लगता पसारे बहुरिज वाम हस्त है जासो दचि हथेली पृष्ठ जोठानो.
Roll all the way back and then come back to a seated position. Yes, come on, Kailasa, LA, Ma Karuna and Kailasa LA male team. Saramaya, Kalyan Sundaramaya. At least begin with putting Padmasana. Put Padmasana and roll back. Yes, Kailasa, Salem, good. Svetama, good.
मायूरं पिञ्चमायूरं पद्मपीठसमन्वितं कौकुटं गर्भपिण्डं च कौर्मं योगनृसिंहकम्.
Now relax. The next asana is Simhasana. Now keep your legs in Padmasana and place your hands down on the mat in front of your body. Lean forward and stick your tongue out and gaze to the third eye. The next asana is Simhasana. Keep your legs in Padmasana. Place your hands on the mat in front of you. Embody the space and state of a lion.
उत्तानकूर्मपीठं च संहस्गारुडमेव च वातायनं गोमुखं च भारद्वाजं त्रिविक्रमम्.
Now relax. The next asana is Urdhva Kukkutasana. Now continue to remain in Padmasana. And now place your hands in front on the mat in front of you. And now you're going to try to lift your legs all the way up. Come on to your knees and try to lift your legs all the way up. Yes, Kailasa, Malaysia, Ma, Govinda Rupini. Good. Now slowly lift your legs. Lean forward and try to lift your legs. Slowly begin with lifting one knee at a time. Lift your left knee and then lift your right knee. Use your abdominal muscles and pull your legs up. Pull your knees all the way up. In this asana, visualize yourself as a rooster.
ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटवासिष्ठमरीचिहलमत्स्यकं परिवृत्तिं चोदरस्य विविधं धनुरासनम्.
Now relax, come back to a seated position. The next asana is Padmasana 6. So in this asana, continue to remain in Padmasana. Now what we're going to do is you're going to bring your left hand behind you and try to touch your left foot. Bring your left hand behind you and try to touch your left foot. And then take your right hand behind you and try to touch your right foot.
वामोरुपरि दक्षिणं च चरणं संस्थाप्य वामं तथा दक्षोरुपरि पश्चिमेन विधिना धृत्वा कराभ्यां दृढम्
The next asana is Padmasana 7. So in this asana, place the feet in Padmasana and now bring your hands to either side of the neck. Bring your hands to either side of the neck and gently press the Vijnana Nadis. Visualize yourself as Bhagavan Paramashiva.
पद्मासनस्थिता योगी जनसंगविवर्जितः विज्ञाननाडी वितयमङ्गुलीभ्यां निरोधयेत् सकृद्या कुरुते योगी पापोघं नाशयेद्भवं तस्य स्यान्मध्यमे वायो प्रवेशो नात्र संशयः.
Now relax. The next asana is Urdhva Padmasana. So now sit with your legs in Padmasana and then lay down on your back. Now lift your legs upwards to the air. Lift your legs all the way up to the air and visualize yourself as an inverted lotus flower. Yes, come on, lift, lift, lift. Ma, Karuna, Kailasa, LA, good. Lift more, Ma. Yes, Kalyana Sundaramaya, good. Kalyana Sundaramaya, this is one asana you have done perfectly today. Kailasa, Salem. Yes, Ma, Shweta, good. Kailasa, Malaysia, male body is good.
प्रथम अर्ध पद्मासनानि पेठे बेसी बछि सुई माथु भेय पर राखी केडने बने हाथा ना आधारथी पूची करिते पलोठी अधर उपाड़ी राखवीते ऊर्ध्व पघासन कहे वायछे.
Now, the next asana is Parvatasana 2. So continue to remain in Padmasana. You can lower your legs all the way down to the ground. Lower your legs in Padmasana and take your hands and raise your hands above your head and bring your palms together. Bring your palms together and raise your hands above your head. Visualize yourself as a mountain standing stable for thousands of years.
पक्षे महादेव पर्वतासन मंगलम यत्कृत्वा स्थिररूपी स्यात् षट्चक्रादिविलोपनम्.
And now completely relax into Shavasana. all Rajasabha members, you have successfully completed the Tritiya Vinyasa Krama, 508 asanas. This is the last asana, Shavasana. Lay down on your back with your legs extended. Keep your palms facing upwards and unclutch from the body and mind. Congratulations. Now slowly come back to your body. Wriggle your toes, your fingers. Slowly bend your knees. Bring your knees to your chest. Roll from side to side and come to a seated position. Congratulations, all the Rajasabha members have successfully done the Tritiya Vinyasa Krama. And with this, let us come to the end of today's yoga session. Sit straight. Place your hands in the Atmanjali Mudra and close your eyes. Let's end the session with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tatsat Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Vadukarpanamastu Om Nithyanandam. Thank you everyone. Nithyanandam.
नित्यनारायण नित्यनारायण भजो रे